Hello there, greetings. All right, just internet a minute to connect. Oh, those in the chat that are not there yet. Whoa, Xena, greetings. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna just get started. Running a little bit behind, but that's all right. This is ivanteller.com. Oh yeah, I have private sessions available sort of this week, a little bit. Well, that's what it looks like. We also have the webinar, and I guess there's a little issue of logging into this one, and I'm looking into it at this point. But yeah, this is a tricky one to get into, but this is the area that you want to, if you want to sign up, this is definitely recommended. But I'm working on the other side of getting this to work again, but who knows? We'll see. I don't get much response from the guy that created it. So unless I can submit a question. And we're about on Wednesday right now, so about a week. Yeah, well, I'm catching up as quickly as I can. So we have the questions to do tonight. So everything takes time. Also have Spirit Social. You have a submit question, healing, past life regression, message from Yeshua, channel consulting, 5-minute healing. Also have spiritual connections, one question from a day, chakra healing from a day, soul painting from Stephanie, and angelic reiki from Miguel. So this is where we find all the information of what's going on here. So without further ado, and here we go to the wild rings. Are those in the chat? All right, one moment. Okay, let's see here. I don't know how to pronounce that. Minimum. Oh, here, I'm sorry. Bring positive energies. All right. Is that minimum? Either way. Min-am. M-I-N-A-M. Are there any messages from me regarding my move and the new year? I'm concerned about work and friends. Well, let's see. Friends will come, gradually. Well, you probably find more friends quicker than work. Work is going to take some time. Yeah, just take it slow. That's the main message. Just take it slow. Yeah, it's if work is hard, nothing's really coming through clearly as for where that's headed. So it's all up to what you feel on that. Crystal Leave, are there any messages from the Lions? Yeah, they do connect to your vibration. Well, I realize all these beings that you connect in the astral. Before you have a question here. I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of white lions around you. Let's see. Yeah, I do see like extraterrestrial lions that you do connect to quite a bit. They're not really giving me. Well, they say you connect to rainbow energies. You do show up as different colors. Basically, sometimes your energies are constantly changing. It's an astral. This isn't something you always do, but it's something that you have done. You can probably connect to that vibration. It's another way to raise your vibration. Also, it's one way of doing a clearing. And other people can connect to that energy too. It just basically just seeing several colors around you. It's another way to do a cleansing, which is pretty fascinating actually. Question 2, is there any messages from my guides? Just concentrate on what you want. It's better to do one thing at a time. I think there's more exercise coming next year. But take it easy on it too. Definitely want to burn yourself out, but definitely going in the right direction. James, can you talk a bit about the spiritual guides always being around us? They hang out in their true form, or do they mostly take a form of an orb? They, well, or do they sometimes use technology to monitor us? Well, the guides don't use technology. The guides are always, I don't believe spirit guides, they don't use technologies. I mean, they might have spiritual tools, you can say, but for the most part, I believe they use their own vibration. They can go in and out of our energies and go into our mind, and they're always connecting to our mental state. So they always know what we're thinking. That is what I got from them. Now, they can be in several places at once, but usually it's your main guides connected to that. Others do connect to certain thoughts in your vibration, what it is that they want to help you process, like subject matters that they're there just to process that. Your main guides are usually the ones that connect to everything. You just allow them in. Some people might shut them out. It's possible you can do that. You have true, you have, you can control that. But as for orbs, that's for us to see. They're not, I don't believe they're normally in it. Well, usually they're in an energy form, and we just perceive it as a orb. Nice distraction up there. A helicopter. But it's usually I don't, sometimes guys that have no form at all. I mean, I imagine most of them don't. They don't really need to, but they do take form for our assistance. But choose just conscious energy, basically. I believe. Well, I don't see them. I don't think now aliens use technologies to connect with us. But even there, like for channeling, I don't think a lot of aliens. I know I'm going to the alien route, but I'm adding to this. Like aliens, some do use technology, some to channel, some don't. I think a lot of them don't. They just use just tune into your vibration and connect to your frequency, and there they are. And they're probably at a heightened level than they're normally at. Where an astral being is doing, they do this in astral. They channel through your astral self, channels through you. I believe some do use technologies, but I think a lot of them don't use technology. I'm just going for the alien point of view. As for spirit world, they're always connected to you. If you allow them and they're okay with it, everything goes usually. But from my experience, they always connect to your thinking patterns. So, of course, we're in a third dimensional reality, so we're kind of tough on them sometimes. But they're cool on that. Some of them I've heard about guides talking to, saying how they failed, and just it's not as easy as it might seem. It's not. That's why he needs so many of them, because getting us to listen, sometimes some are easy, some are not. So, and if you get attacked and then you lash out at your guides, things of that sort. So, nothing's perfect. Yeah, nothing's always for connecting. Yeah, it's a workout, and they do connect to our energies. They're like us. They connect to our vibration. Was technically our energies are there, and their energies are ours. So we're living through them. They're living through us. It's a crazy thinking, but it does happen. Yeah, that's the only way for this to work. So they learn from us. What we are doing, they learn from our experiences. Do they hang out in our true form, or they mostly take? Yeah, yeah, they have several forms. Okay, we'll leave you with that. This should be good. On that, oh yeah, Joanna, yeah, you sent me an email on something. I forgot about checking that. I got started. I forgot. 1 second. Okay, about ancestral. Okay, I'll just concentrate. I'll just go into this on a featured video. Ancestral money is a paper that can be burned, that can burn to send into spirit realms, providing ancestors with what they need to on the other side. I don't think you need to do that. I'll go into that. I think it's superstition, but I wouldn't burn any money for something that's illegal. Is it real money, or is it just But you can burn actual paper. Yeah. Yeah, paper, yeah. Maybe I'm reading this wrong, but actual paper would burn paper. Yeah, a lot of people burn paper. I have to look into this. Actual burning paper, yeah. Burning paper, I'll see what I can think of. I'll have to look more into this. Yeah, because I want to burn actual money. But, all right, I'll give you what I've been told, at least slightly. It's basically, you can also do this for healing. This might be unrelated, but it has to do with paper, so I'll just throw this in there. I'm not sure what time of year you can do this. I imagine it doesn't matter. But for healing, like you can write down on a piece of paper your pain, whatever it is, or what you want to release. I forget how it goes exactly, but and then you fold it up or whatever you want to do, and you go outside and you burn it in somewhere it's safe, and you release that whatever. It's something to think about. I think there's a certain time for that you can do. I don't know, it might be superstition. There's other ways of going about it, but that has this. They talked to. I'll look into that tomorrow. But anyway, I wanted to add that. That has nothing to do with your question here, though. I hope you have a beautiful Christmas. Thank you. Yeah, today I think I did too much on Christmas Eve, so kind of burned out on Christmas is all right. Today I was tired out. So anyway, I'll get my energy back. Question one: are there any messages from me from anyone? Archangel Michael's energies around you. As for, he shows your astral body, he shows you going into different versions of, he shows many versions of yourself, different colors, meaning blue, orange, yellow, pink. And it's almost like a soul split, but not really. It's another way of like duplicating yourself to see what is causing issue. It's like you split yourself apart, at least energy wise. And you say like, oh, the blue one has this problem, and you heal it. That sounds, can't make that up. At least that's what he's showing. So it's another form of healing to look into. For others, also, basically just visualize several of yourself and see where there's a black residue and send healing to it. Or send healing to all of yourselves, because we're all constantly. It's another way to connect to astral. It was also going to tomorrow. I was going to do a video about Doctor Strange, the movie. It's a comic, and comics have a lot to do with multiverses and all the stuff that we're talking to here. So, yeah, Doctor Strange is pretty fascinating as for astral. I recommend that. It is obviously not more, but it's pretty cool for astral if you want to understand what astral looks like to a degree. Question two: are there any messages for me for upcoming year? I don't know what. The first thing I heard was count your pennies, but not worry about it. It does seem like you're duplicating money too, in a good way. Like visualize. So like time of abundance is what I'm seeing. If you want to connect with that, seems to be a time of abundance. I'm seeing a boat, but not sure what that means. Maybe a sailboat of some kind, or I don't know. I don't know if that's just imagery or actually physical or whatever. I don't normally see stuff like that, so it might be just more of a cryptic, or it might have other layers to that. It also says the heart will open up more, that's pretty powerful right there. The more you open up your heart, the more you open up yourself. So that's neat. Basically, it's like being true to yourself. Basically, be surprised a lot of people are in denial. I think we're all in denial to a certain degree. Well, it's part of learning. It's part of, we're not realizing our full. I don't know. Just go about your norm. It's like we open ourselves up when it's time, or it's like connecting to channeling. It's like I apparently always had this, but never really connected to it. For example, I don't know. It's different definition for everybody. Carol, are there any messages for me? Let's see here. Yeah, this is like the week or the time for healing. Just be honest with yourself. Not to say you're not, but honesty. Basically, if there's anything you are holding back to say, if you feel to do so, now's the time to say it. Yeah, now's the time to say it because the new year is coming. So basically, you say everything you need to say now. It will go into the next year, will make a better year. That's different. Question 2, are there any messages from Yeshua? Just follow your heart. Yeah, you might see other versions of yourself, like alien versions. You're basically projecting yourself. Possibly in your third eye, just here and there, just little glimpses. It's part of soul growth. Anything is possible at this point. Next year, a lot of vortex energies are going to be spinning around. A lot of change in energy vibrations are going to happen. Marianne, any messages for me? Yeah, just meditate. I am seeing Buddha's energy around you at this time. Help you with self-forgiveness. It seems like there's some there that needs to be done. It seems like something to do with the mother energy there. I see more mother than father. Maybe sister. I'm not sure if you have a sister or not. But it's definitely see the mother energy. It has not been fully healed. Of course, nobody is fully healed, but something to connect with. Question 2, I had a remembrance of being in Egypt, seeing pyramids, and then seeing the Egyptian headdress of the Pharaoh, then God, then gold, lots of golden colors. Can you tell me about what role I played in this time period? Well, yeah, this has to do with self-forgiveness also. It does seem like there was, I'm going to go into this first because it seemed like a lifetime you had where you're not too proud of it. And it's blocking, I don't normally see it, but it's blocking your past life connections, like seeing it. It's a lifetime. They're not saying what. I do see a head being removed. I'm not sure if it has something to do with it or not. I've been somebody new, but like chopped off. It's like more of the Middle Ages time period, what I'm seeing, but it's causing a blockage so you can't see this lifetime. Now, it does seem like you're in a healing phase at this moment for this to be seen. Most likely you'll see more of this. I do see we had a lot of lifetimes there in Egypt. First one that came is servant. Another one is musician. I didn't know they had musicians. I never really thought about that. It does seem like someone that has, yeah. That's not something I'm that familiar with, but Egypt, ancient musician. I don't know how you spell musician. Yeah, but I've seen musician is what I'm saying. So this is what got you this show females playing string instruments. Because this is what I see that got you close to the Pharaohs with music. So you're very good at it. So yeah, you want to see what I'm talking about. Let me see here. It does seem like it's something similar. I don't know, something around this, something with strings, and it does seem like doing the music. It's not the same. It was yeah, because I'm seeing female musicians. What I'm saying. Now this can be an enormous amount, several lifetimes. It does seem like you've been there quite often. So, but I say this is like one of your incarnations. Well, this one in particular apparently got you very close to the Pharaohs, from what I see. So, because that's what I got from that connection there. Yeah, that's cool. Yes, that's what I got from that. Noah, any messages for me? Just I am seeing you connecting to a lot of galactic alliances that are seen in fiction. I think I brought up some fiction stuff before, but like beings that are coming to this earth to reign, do their bidding. You're connecting to other dimensions where a lot of this is going on, and you might see some of this possibly in your dream state. Probably not, but yeah, I just see a lot of that. You're connected to other dimensions more recently. I just did a video on it recently, also about. I saw Thanos coming to Earth and causing some havoc, and I'm seeing that around you. Thanos is a comic book character coming, for the Infinity, whatever he's doing. But I saw a reality where something like that did exist, or it does exist, and I see you there, so you're definitely involved in. I don't think you're involved with, but you're experiencing it. So we realize our dimension's much different, obviously. But what's going on here is very more quiet, which is probably for the best. Be a lot of stress, a lot of panic. But I told you how much positive connections we have here for sure. We wouldn't be here. So I told you positive is definitely working a lot more than dark. So that's good. All right, I'll just leave you with that. But definitely seems like something you're connected to. That seems to be the main message. There's nothing else that seems to be coming through at this time. Just focus on the Palladians. They'll help you with knowing more about this. Kenyan Dance, any messages? This is like a female energy around you, not always the most trusting, but also very attractive. It seems just go by your own judgment, basically. Follow your own instincts. This one can be quite convincing, maybe steer you in the wrong direction, but you know that already. Just connect to your own judgment, you'll be fine. Yeah, this one's very seductive. What I see. Do what I want. They seem to be queer, pushing that energy out. Question 2, any additional messages? I see a lot of Arcturian energies. I see a lot of reptilians around you. Not necessarily the negative. I am seeing reptilian beings looking very similar to human-like, very tribal, like the tribes of the past. And I see a lot of green reptilians. Apparently, I don't think you're in the tribe. Well, it seemed like your third eye was way open. It might be the Mayans. Either way, I'm seeing this is of your past. I'm seeing Mayan energies. I'm seeing a lot of reptilians causing mind control as they are doing now. That's going to get less and less here eventually. But it does seem like it's a lot of part of you is querying it or revisiting that for some reason. I'm seeing a lot of green people and the reptilians. But I see it as more of an outsider seeing this and just like, am I really seeing this? So, but it's the ancient past. So you are well aware back then as you are now of what's going on. Is possibility more will come to you as it's needed. Everything's very subtle right now, of course, for good reason. And just is well, things are going to change eventually. The skies are going to get very bizarre as we go forward. It just is. Let us know that we're not alone here and there. Not to scare us, of course. Well, some are going to get scared no matter what you do. It's just the way it is. So, anyway, trust me, if they knew what was really here, they'd be flipping out at this point. It's best just to ignore it, I guess. Denise, any messages for me? there's a lot of clouded energies around you, basically making decisions recently. I'd ask for Archangel Michael or doing meditation, but just basically just follow your instincts. But yeah, sometimes decision making isn't always the best recently. And you can say, is a family energy around you, maybe a mother that's causing some of this cloud around you, kind of like controlling energy to a certain degree. Is what I'm seeing it. So, not to say it's anything. It seems to come into your energy field ever so slightly. She's not doing. I don't know, some of it's intentional. Apparently, she just has not fully healed. So it's just kind of getting in your way to a certain degree. So, um, Gregory, will I ever get a chance to go to Peru or somewhere in the States to participate in ayahuasca ceremony? Possibly somewhere in the States. Possibly Seattle. Maybe 5 this year. That's hard to say. It's not 100%. Maybe in Canada. That's a new one. Maybe Canada. Or maybe I'm saying Canada for some reason. That's very close to Seattle. It's many factors. It's a possibility. As for high, it's hard to say when. There's no win there. How many years? But it's open. Question 2: do my guys have any messages for me? Yeah, they say to manifest this energy. Most likely, you'd be going with somebody that you know that has resources, money. Somebody who don't know anybody. Eventually, somebody will come in, or just concentrate on. I think you already are. Yes, it's something that'll probably be many years in the making. So don't drive yourself crazy on this. Just go with the flow. Just go with the flow. Just you know what you want. Just if you, some people like think about it every day and they get tired of it. That's okay. Just it's the intention is already out there. So if you truly want it, it'll truly happen. If it's not important, eventually, I think eventually it will. But time frame is up in the air, of course. Gundium. Any messages from? Yeah, what's up with the helicopters? I guess they're looking for somebody. Any messages from Shylak, my guide? Shylak. Yeah, there's a lot of transformer energy around you. I guess robotic energies. That's all that transformer energy. You are connecting more of the AI or robot dimensions recently. I believe that's because of what's to come. The android dimensions are finding itself here eventually. And you seem to really. I think this is already something you've been a part of, but now it's becoming known. And Zetas are there, of course. Any messages from Irift Dragon Guide? Yeah, he says when you breathe fire, it comes out in different colors. As a dragon being, you have beings. What I'm showing is like there's some reality that you're connected to, but as a dragon being, when you blew a certain fire, the people knew that what it meant, either to run or to, oh, it's blue color, so don't worry. Oh, it's a red color, we're all gonna die, or something. And they saw it from a distance, so they knew it was you, and they knew you were coming, or maybe it was a warning. But some of it has to do with you coming to them to just rat somebody or get out a rat or somebody that was not being honest or something around those lines. So every color had a meaning to it in its name. Never knew that one. So yeah, you're a glow in the dark dragon too. Not often. I don't know what reality this is, but it seems to be pretty alive. Paul B, any messages for me? Just concentrate on what you want. Yeah, family. I don't know. There's a female mother or somebody's mother, an aunt or elderly woman, both mother. She just needs your energy, your attention. That's all. Just say hi, or some of a motherly might be an older sister. I feel it's more mother, but or an aunt. I get 100% on what this means, but definitely the mother energy definitely needs your just hello or call on the phone, or even if you see her all the time, maybe talk to her again. Either way, it does seem like she needs your energy or hellos, it seems. That's all I'm getting from that. So it just seems I'll just leave it with that. All right, next chat. How many chats we have here? We have 4. I think we do 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4. Not all of them are full, thank goodness. We'll be here all night. Okay. 1 to 11. Who was messing with my bottle of water last Friday night while I slept? It made lots of noise to wake me every time I fell asleep until I got up and light candles and asked angels for clearing. Yeah, it seems like just from what it feels is lower vibrational beings, like ghost beings. They're just wondering who you are. From what I got, is a male being, you see, call him Clifford. He seems to have wandered into where you are. And he's like, who are you? Why are you here? Is what I see from him coming to you. And he's lost. I feel an 1800 energy or an 1800 time period. So I'm not sure where you are, but where he's in the state. Seems to be somebody that has a lot of nervous energy, angry. I don't like he'll ever go into the light. He's just too caught up in his own fury. That's what I'm saying. So I think it was the bottled water. From what I feel like, he's trying to crumple it, is what I see. But I don't think he was successful with that. But that's what I'm saying with that. I think he's gone. He might not be, but Clifford's the name I got. And usually I don't come through that clearly. So yeah, he's pretty loud. He's just a lot of pain. Question 2. I know I'm always doing lots of stuff in Astro, but I awake and feel very sad for a few weeks now. Is this a clearing or something, or when will it end? Seems like to affect. I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of feline energies. I see also young souls there going through a lot of tests. I do see you as a teacher, and some of these souls are going through a lot of havoc. But it's like, from what I get, is like you're the only one there that they'll listen to. So you need to be there. You want to be there, but it's causing a lot of different. I'm seeing young souls, just boys, girls. Doesn't mean that to be kids. They look youthful, and they're just they're having difficulties evolving, learning. So I see you connecting an astral to teach them. Some of now they do have incarnations probably here. Some of them are in orphanages, from what it feels too. They're just having difficulties finding what's right for them. Yeah, some that end up in orphanages are lost souls. Not all. Some they go into that atmosphere, and they don't really care what happens to them because they don't know what they want. So in astral, and these are young souls that choose that. I think everyone's incarnated here has had some kind of orphan lifetime of some kind, if you've been here many times. Technically, we're all orphans in the long run, so we're not everyone look at it. In the realities that Santa Claus exists, is he or she ageless, or does that role pass on to another? I think, well, what I connect with, yeah, there's different versions of Santa. There's like the materialistic version that's like dark, which I connected to. I picked that up. I don't remember much. I don't remember stuff in the movie. I remember that. There's also very kind versions of Santa. There's different versions. There's a she version. There's a he version. There's whatever connection would it connect. Whatever one. It's been connected. If it's that real in our reality, it's real. There's just so many different versions. There are versions of Santa that just want you to find what's right for you. Like an angelic energy, you can say. They take the form of Santa because that's what we recognize. So the consciousness is very strong with us. Is there for laughter? Is there for several reasons to get a message out? Some people just connect to Santa for whatever reason it might be. So, they have several different roles wherever they can assist. But like I said, it's like the Santa consciousness. Let's put it that way, that we created. Not only was corporate created, part of it was, but there's different versions. Like there are different versions of alien and angels. So hopefully it's helpful. Yeah. Definitely Santa does exist for sure. It is there are realities where he does go into your house and do all this Santa, whatever it might be, giving presents stuff. So definitely. So but yeah, I believe it connects to the children and astral. I want to connect to that energy just to have that magical experience. Question 2: is there a message from the Galactic Federation of Light? Let's see. Yeah, there's some reptilian energies you've been healing. Government energies you've been connected to a lot. They do show you like a Secret Service as for with Trump, but you don't know. You're not always with that energy. You are connecting a lot with the Yell. A lot of the Yell have what they're showing you, that being like extraterrestrial beings have been compromised slightly to the dark sometimes, and they show them being taken away because they can't be trusted anymore. That's crazy. So a lot of it is the Yell. There are other beings. The Yell seems to be the most vulnerable. They're warning like us. They're very similar to us, so they have a lot of our issues with them too. Not all of them, but there's a group that's very similar to human, and that's not that easy to experience that. So you might be able to connect to that vibration. There's a lot more, but they say you're unlocking minds and astral, so part of the awakening. Just what messages does Archangel Michael have for me about healing path and plan to help others with energy healing? Yeah, just follow your direction on that. If there are those that you wish to connect with, yeah, healing others, that's where you're going. Will help you heal yourself. And you also might see yourself almost like, I don't know why I visualize you in a wheelchair, not to say that'll happen physical, but it's like you feel like you can't move sometimes, but that is a reason so you can send out energy. You're warning another aspect of yourself. It's like to force you to see that other side of yourself. So not to say that will happen physically, but it's just another way of imagery, basically. Question 2: what beings have been around me lately, and what messages do they have? It just feels like you're like you're opening up. Well, you're opening up. It shows like, let's see, you're opening up the sky, also the ground of so like the sky opening and allowing beings to connect to humanity. So they're not going into details of that, but They say that your first contact energies are with you, and you're very much involved with it in the future. You can probably feel that. It's not everything needs to be known, but I do see one like, I don't want to call it the battlefront, but it does seem like you're there. But during first contact, we're already gonna know that they're here. So it's just when they make themselves more known is when there has to be peace on Earth, all everywhere. Cannot have always for majority. There'll be areas that will have difficulties still, like with maybe even nuclear weapons still, but that'd be more isolated. They won't be able to do anything with it basically. They needed to make. Geez, really? They show like some humans here. Yeah, what's the surprise? No surprise. They need their nuclear weapons to feel safe. Jeez, if they're not used, like a teddy bear. Jeez, that's how some people are like here. Jeez, what is that? Talk about a whole nother world that some people like are connected to their shoes, clothes. This one's connected to a missile. There's some, yeah, I mean, it's up there for a reason. So, talking about insecurities. Anyway, Donna Riggs, I would like to again start by on developing Space Billy's character. What do you see in the future of Space Bill as a direction? As do I have one? As I do have one finished script and a storyline. Oh yeah, no, I think it's great. You can post on Facebook, post images on Facebook, and build a following. It takes time for that, but yeah, I think just go. Yeah, like I'm doing, I'm creating a comic, so you can do that too. But yeah, sales on that are questionable. But getting the word out takes time. Anything you do, like, yeah, no, I think there definitely be a calling for that. For like what I'm doing with the rabbit, I'm going to be sending it to other publishers and things of that sort. So what I got is just the more you do it, putting out for free seems to be the best. It just helps, and the more you do it, eventually it'll get some kind of attention. So it's all on what if you enjoy doing it, just abundance will find itself to you. It might be a couple years, hard to say, but just have fun with it. People get a joke, you'll laugh at it. Sure, it's great. It looks absolutely great. It's space abilities or abilities. That's hilarious. Yeah, it's great. It helps you also focus your energy on something different, and that's great. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think it's excellent. Question 2: what's coming up from my higher self in the new year? Oh, as you can see, creativity. I do see new directions slowly, but I'm seeing something with food. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe new ways of cooking things, possibly. It's just seafood. They're not saying exactly what that means. Maybe a different type of diet, possibly. Nothing major. Maybe like new seasonings or something, right? I know it sounds very strange, but that's what they're showing me. Just there is a new path opening up for you, I believe, because of the space abilities, and other opportunities will open up also. I think it's also connecting more to the alien people. Realize what you're doing is you're channeling astral, and other versions of yourselves, and it's just there's no harm in it. It's great. I think it'll also bring a healing energy too. Also, so yeah, just follow it. Just have fun with it. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I think there'll be other characters. So it might be like The Simpsons, where you just have a whole bunch of different characters in this. Where you just I just see a lot more characters with it. Eric N, what have I been doing in Astro lately? Let's see. Connecting to Archangel Michael's energies. I am seeing something similar to the Jetsons, not exactly, but a future reality of flying cars and things of that sort. That seems to be a place we go to often. There's a place called there's only so many things are connected with Tau Ceti. You can look at it, the Setians. I don't think that's where you're connecting to, but they're not really saying what you're connecting, where you're going, but it's basically a future world, basically you see in fiction here. As for flying cars and some of it might be space travel. I think it's mostly isolated on the planet. It's not space travel from what I see, but don't feel like there's some of that, but not much of it for some reason. Any messages for me? Mother Mary's energy is with you to help you ground your vibrations. They show travel in your future. Maybe this year. Just show travel in a good way. This travel. They can't always tell her to say everything that's going to come, but we did that. Amy, on the other day, I went to close my front door and it slammed shut before I had even touched it. Wow. And there was no wind. Who did this? Mother did it. I think it's your mother. Has it been talking about your mother recently? Yeah, it's her. And does it have anything to do with me dropping and spilling things the past 2 weeks? Yeah, is your mother's energy still around? Yeah. That felt like mother energy. But you know what felt? The door felt more mother because she's like mad. But the dropping stuff, I think, is more reptilians. It's just I wouldn't put any, no worries in it. They're just kind of like letting you know that they're there. I wouldn't put any worries into it. I believe that has stopped. Well, hopefully. Question 2. My son Luke has been having scary thoughts and seeing scary things in his head. Well, that's probably because of reptilians that are there. Yeah, I see 3 of them. That's probably them. They're passing through. They're not too pleasant. Like you're releasing your mother's energy, and so doing that is causing some backlash. So it's kind of like an attack. Basically, I would light candles and send positive energies. Ask the angels to come in and clear out the reptilian vibrations. I believe you'll feel different. You might see them possibly. There's 3 of them. They're male. I don't normally see females attacking like female reptilian. I see them always. It's been male. It doesn't mean they're more subtle. They're more in the distance. They like to do their little mind control and go off and drink tea or something. It's a joke, but we'll be with that. As for why, they're just mad because the mother is being pushed away. That's what I feel. Yeah, mother is really, she's got some wicked stuff there. And she's, well, if you wonder what dark entity looks like, that seems to be what that's going into. I mean, that's her choice. It's souls. Souls. It's her choice. Miles, any blessings? Any messages from my galactic family? I see. Positive. Yo around you. I see you traveling, space traveling with them in the past. Well, strong connection with them. DNA, I see you as a DNA expert within their species. Either in doing DNA work on Atlanteans, adding Atlantean DNA to Yayo beings to see, experimenting with that. Question 2, do I have any messages from Ra? Well, what I got from a moment. You can, like, if you have any, this goes for everyone. If you have any negative thoughts, pain, anything that's bothering you, anything that's driving you, just upsetting you, take that thought, take whatever it is, and remove it, put it outside of you, and let it dissolve. Like, you're really angry at somebody, that's really interesting. Because if somebody bothering you, say something you didn't want to hear, you take that energy and you push it out. You clear it. That is something new. Gee, that's very powerful. Yeah, if anytime you feel like, oh, this person did this to me, and da 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 da, and you're just like, wait a minute, what am I doing? What am I thinking? Take those thoughts and remove it. Let it dissolve. And definitely, that's fascinating. I imagine the same thing goes with manipulations too. You just like manipulating energy, and just like no more, you connect with it, and you push it out, and you heal it, or let it dissolve. And Ara, any messages for my boyfriend? Not worry about your looks and just be honest as you can be. Well, to a a kind manner. I believe you do this already. There are some times when there are things you want to say but don't say it. If you do it with kindness, realize that will be will put out a different energy, but also realize you're interesting. The show is a tightrope artist and a circus and a past life. I don't get those very often. Yeah. I thought they were going to use that for imagery, but I see it actually. I don't think it was something you did very long. I think it was like a kid or something like that in a past life. I'm not sure how I feel about any of that. But either way, I think they were kind of terrified. It was not something you actually enjoyed. So I didn't do it for very long, but I'm seeing it though. Now I was thinking they were showing that to me as an imagery, but actually I see it. You're actually doing it. So as I said, I think it got kind of because your family had to do it. But it's not something you enjoy, but you made the best of it. It's like, yeah, sure, I'll go walk that tightrope, but I would rather do something else in my life. So anyway, question 2: any messages from Prime Creator? Yeah, you have a lot of connection to reptilians in the past. Yeah, not so pleasant ones. That's why you might feel depression or anything that's very heavy. That's mostly them, probably. But either way, you've cleared all that. But some of them might come back. If you're feeling heavy energy or something, it's just mostly I believe it's fine. But there's any time in your past you might felt like it was a real difficult time. Most likely they were there. I believe more during your adolescence. But I believe you called them during your adolescent time to learn from them. Yeah, I'm on Earth. Can you help me? I know you guys are a pain in the ass, but come assist me in this and maybe make it harder than it needs to be. But I'm not sure what that was about. But either way, I'm seeing that vibration. They're definitely around your adolescent time period, high school or maybe before or after that. Either way, I see them there. So definitely want to forgive whatever during that time period. Forgiveness will help heal. I don't see them around you so much anymore, but I don't think they're there to be negative. It's just a heavy energy. So, well, take what you can get from that. Pamela, any messages for me? Yeah, I see you was in Astral as a swimmer. I think also past lives you had as a swimmer. You're just very good at an Olympic athlete to a certain degree. But wasn't the Olympics. But I do see you as very good at athletics. In this lifetime, you took the polar opposite of that. To see the other dynamic is very physical as you're going through. But yeah, you just turn the table around. You'd be surprised how many athletes are like Olympics, and then they choose a life of they can't do it. It's very hard, but it's a warn different aspects here. Those that are in the Olympics won't always gold medals. You'd be surprised. Not all of them, but some of them do choose their other direction. It's also living their fear, because a lot of athletes fear of being a quadriplegic or in a wheelchair or whatever it is. So they live with that fear, so then they incarnate into it so they can heal that fear. Some of them do. Question 2: are there any messages from me from Mother, Father God? Just know what you want. You realize most of your life at this time is an astral. So you are living your dreams in astral. You're living it hard here, but it's like there's a stubborn energy you have to face. at least from your past. Some of it is karma related, not all of it. Some of it is. Some of it is it's like I need to see another side of myself. Make peace with yourself too. So many reasons why that would do with that. Henry, do I have any important messages from Prime Creator, Matilda, or anybody else? Yeah, you're driving through a lot of vortex energies recently. You brought that energy to yourself. Very positive direction. You're also you're enhancing your mental capacity to read more, see more. It's not all been activated yet, but you are becoming more of a light body. But as I said, it's not been activated yet. Because there's a lot here in the third dimension you need to be here for. So your astral self is living all these things that you wish you can live in the third dimension, like relationships. All that's going on. So when you come back, you have some of that sense. It's all happening. So all your dreams, whatever it is that you're trying to do, it's all in astral. It's all happening. But the hard lessons are here, but it all has a purpose. And you're bringing balance to yourself. You have a mission with your family at this time, as you're aware, and that's very. You need to be here for that. You made the choice, but you're getting rewarded too. Do I have any messages from Brenda, or what? Tanya, Blue, can you tell me who is currently disguised as human third dimension density that have seen me or watched me? Well, Brenda is, yes. She can't say sometimes. Well, Brenda is, she can't go into details. Just gotta either. Oh, she does connect to you telepathically. So anytime you think of her, she's around. So give you that idea. That's all she can say right now. More will come eventually, but you might sense more coming soon. All right, Daniel's. Yeah, is that right? Yeah. Danielle Spencer, why might I be feeling less happy and hopeful with age? Even use all my mastery tools to help vibrate and not ego. I'm not sure. Let's see if I can get the question out of here. Why might I be feeling less happy and hopeful with age, even using part of it is you're used to lifetimes of not aging, of being young all the time, and now you're really experiencing it here. I don't think you've had many life. I believe you had mostly short incarnations. Like, believe at 30, 20, 10 years old. I believe you had many short incarnations. I believe this is one of your first like age incarnations. I think so. Because you shouldn't be going through this. So it's just a slightly fear. Overcome the fear. You could probably, if I'm not seeing age of lifetimes here, I'm not seeing you here as old. It might be in another reality somewhere, but I am not seeing. I don't think you had a lifetime here as old. I am just not seeing it. I see other incarnations. I don't see you ever hitting that age. Now, as you are aware, throughout history, the age of 30 is old throughout history. So that's life expect. If you lived to 50, it's like amazing. But I don't think you ever did. I think you lived mostly to 20s, 30s. Yeah. So I think it's just overcome that energy. You connect to that. So yeah, that makes sense. And I believe you'll snap out of this. That's my feel. You'll snap out. You'll be able to reconnect. Feel better. So I think that's what it is. It's like, whoa, what am I doing? This is all new. What is this? Yeah. So I'm really feeling that it's really strong with it. It's not that's a rare one, but question 2: any more on above? Well, what it is also is your fairy connections. You have a lot of connection to fairy vibration, and so it's very difficult. to connect to an old lifetime. I know that sounds strange, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So, question 2: any more of the above question? I like to erase the old programs and be happier, like my grown kids. Yeah. One moment. Yeah, just connect to the fairy incarnations. Also, you will see yourself as very, very young. And it's like you have like that Peter Pan syndrome. I don't want to grow up. That's what I'm saying. I'm super serious. Now, you might have had old lifetimes somewhere else, like here on this world. Possible. I'm not saying it. But I think you have that Peter Pan. I know it sounds funny about saying it, but I'm serious. It's like you have like ageless incarnate. You can grow old, but you don't look it. Like you've had lifetimes you grow old, but you don't look it. But in this world, just in this dimension, obviously you start to look it eventually. So it does seem like the aging process here you're not used to. It just feels like you're just not used to it. And you imagine a lot of this makes sense. It's going to take some time to grab. I think you'll be able to just heal, just send healing to all that. You'll see yourself just very young, very just like, like a fairy, very stubborn. It's like, I'm going to be young forever. And you were. And you just never had any interest in the old thing. Just never had any interest in it. Now, and you did, like, you probably lived for 100 years or whatever it is and still look like you're 20. So, of course, here's a little bit different. So, I think this will really help. It's going to take some time to heal that. Yeah. Like I said, you might have old incarnate. I'm not seeing them. There might be. I'm not seeing it. At least not at this point. So, yeah. That's neat. It's hard, but fascinating. Vasco, any messages for me? I just see you with Yeshua and Astral at this time during the holiday season, especially recently this week. Just mentorship around him. I see you giving him advice, which is neat. I don't normally see that. He's just, I don't think he's second guessing himself. It's just he likes to get your input. So I see him getting your input a lot, actually. Because you can't be corrupted. Not easily. Not at all sometimes. Depends. Everybody has their limits, but you can't be corrupted. It's harder for you to be tested than others, depending. But it's like you go into worlds. At least Astro, you go into places where you can really lose yourself, and you hold on pretty good. So I see you with them during that. Question 2: any messages for the girlfriend? I'm not sure why I'm seeing Barbie around her. Maybe that kind of figure tone, that energy. It does seem like it's an energy she's fought with in other incarnations. That's funny. Fighting Barbie. Yeah, because it's like, that Nordic energy is used to mind control humanity in the past and other realities. And she never fell for it. Like what happened in World War II, the Nordic Aryan race. Barbie is kind of the same thing. It's like another version of it. And she said, I'm not putting up with that crap. I see right through you. So that's interesting. Stacy, I felt more myself with my family this Christmas than I ever have. Do my guides have any messages? Well, yeah, you're connecting more to your purpose. You're feeling more comfortable about you're just connecting to more of your purpose, basically. Before you're warning, getting there, but you're going to feel more and more and more. Just it's going to get stronger and stronger. Definitely on the right track. I was able to visit my uncle in the hospital today. We held hands for a while, and I was wondering if I had healing effect on him today. Yeah, it seems like it's going to be some time for him. He's really beat up from what it picks up on, but yes, he did. it just, yeah, it's just a lot of war wounds there, just a lot of heavy energy. But yes, he did. It does seem like he brought some relief there, but still his body's still. I'm not sure I forgot what's going on, but is not looking good with him at this point. The trucking accident. Yeah, the body. I believe he healed his soul. Like he gave soul energy to him, but his body is just not good shape. So, yeah, the mental trauma is going to be there for some time. He's strong, but I'm not sure how his body is going to adapt for all this. I believe he'll be okay, but it's just not, his motor function is not going to be the same. That's what I'm getting from that. So, all right. All right, blessings, everyone. Be back here tomorrow, and I'll have another webinar on Thursday nights. Hopefully, the audio is recording this whole time. So, all right, blessings, and have a great night. Much love.